What's good, everybody? It's your boy Tico on Blitz, back at it again with another video. And today we are going to be taking a look at a vehicle that has received a lot of changes within the past couple updates, and that is the Type 71. This is the Tier 10 Japanese Tech Tree Heavy. And when I mean that the vehicle has gotten substantial amounts of changes in the past, I'm talking about a lot of things. And that includes, considering that I got this vehicle when it first came out, it originally had APCR, and it originally had 400 original damage output. But within the latest updates of the game, they decided to give it premium AP, so it's going to be able to cut through much more spaced armor than what it originally did with APCR shells. Not only that, but they also gave it a very special ability called Improved Vertical Stabilizer. This will allow for better gun depression, especially for a deadly heavy tank like this one, having upwards of 9 degrees if you do end up running this mechanic. And if you don't want to use gun depression but do want better maneuverability, then there's also improved suspension. You can see that the tank's average speed goes up to 29 kilometers per hour, and its whole turn rate increases by 3.93 to 30.16, and it also provides for better maneuverability on the terrain, varying on if it's road, ground, and water. But for the purpose of this video, I am going to be running improved vertical stabilizers to get the extra bits of gun depression. So, once we go ahead and make our way into the stats of the vehicle, you can see that the turret is upwards of 203 and the hull is upwards of 178. And if we go over here and take a look at the armor profile of the vehicle against a VK9001, this is what you can expect. There are a ton of troll spots that occur throughout the vehicle, like the full-on upper infrastructure that is upwards of 279, a very tiny lower plate that is sincerely hard to penetrate, especially to hit with for the majority of heavies for that matter, upwards of 219, a very deadly turret that is upwards of 400 millimeters thick in some cases, even the gun mantlet 465, tiny cheeks that occur on the side that are extremely very hard hits that are upwards of 250 to 240 millimeters thick, and of course a hatch on the roof that is upwards of 230 millimeters thick. When I load in the APCRs is where it's going to change, varying on certain vehicles that have high premium penetration, like the VK9001 for example. So now the full-on upper infrastructure is upwards of 298 and is going to be easily overmatched with these, and the majority of the turret as well is easily going to be overmatched by this vehicle as well. The vehicle originally has 6 degrees of gun depression, but when you're running the new vertical stabilizers, it brings it down to 9. So the armor profile is going to be like this if you're running the other mechanic other than the improved vertical stabilizers. It thickens the turret to a slight bit, but you still got these two little cheeks here, still going to be very hard hit, and even the upper plate is going to become more thick while at it. So then if we make our way over to the side of the vehicle right here, you can see the side of the turret is upwards of 130 to 140, and then the full-on side is upwards of 130, and then making our way to the rear of the vehicle, the back of the turret is of 133, and the full-on rear upwards of 100. Still very thick of armor in order for HE ammo to cut right through this vehicle. Along with that, the vehicle carries 2,570 damage per minute, and I am running gun rammer on this vehicle, so the reload is going to be down to 9.81 seconds. And then for the average pen, 255 on the standard, 330 on the premium AP, and 60 on the high explosive. And this is one of the changes that the vehicle had. Like I said before, its standard AP was upwards of 400 alpha, and it was buffed now to 420. I'm very surprised Wargaming ended up making that decision to do it to a vehicle like this. So anyways, 360 on the premium AP on the other hand, and 530 on the high explosive. And also the aiming time and dispersion have also been buffed to a point to where the aiming time will have 4 seconds with 0.292 dispersion. And then maneuverability-wise, the tank goes at a top speed of 37 with a reverse of 15 and a reasonable power to weight of 12.7. Really, the Type 71 is mainly a vehicle that has tons of armor and that you'll expect to get a ton more bounces than usual. So, let's see how we can perform in our first battle right here. And it looks like we have a Origin player on our team, which is pretty ideal, and he's in a 183. So, let's see who we got going to the left side with us. That might be the case. So, let's just see what my team ends up doing. Okay, so it looks like they're heading over towards the right side. Okay, perfect. So that's going to give me the opportunity to find a hold down spot and use my gun depression to the best of my ability. Normally in a Type 71, it's meant to be a frontline heavy, but sometimes when you are running that vertical stabilizer mechanic and you have those 9 degrees of gun depression just for safety purposes, especially when you're poking over a angled ridgeline like this one right over here, then it's really going to factor into this vehicle becoming pretty much a hold down and a frontline heavy, for that matter of fact. Really rare to see those types of vehicles that occur throughout this game. So anyways, we are going to continue making our way forward up over here. Oh, there is a other Type 71 right there. He misses his shell, so that gives me a 420 shell right into his vehicle. I do want to be careful. We got some enemies over in C at the moment, so we're just going to continue to mosey on upwards. I don't want to get hit by tanks that are pulling up right behind me, or hit by a 183 as a matter of fact, which is highly unfortunate. So we got the enemy type right over there. I'm just going to continue moving on forward. I do not want to get hit by any enemies that are pushing upwards towards us from C base. So I'm just going to go ahead and attack this 183 right over here. Let's see. There we go. 423 shot into the 183 right over there. We're going to continue to move on forward. Alright, let's see. Can we get another shell onto him? Unfortunately, he is pushing up on him. But we got the 4005 to the side. We're going to get a clearing shell into him at the moment. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. The tanks that are flanking over in the back. Well, we got the Type 71 right over here. We're going to get a nice shell for 435 into the back of his vehicle. And this looks like it's going to be a very solid victory. Alright. So we're just going to go ahead and mosey on up over this little ridge line right here. We do got the M4 spotted right off towards the side right there. Also got a 57 heavy. He's going to continue pushing on upwards. There we go. 407 shot into his vehicle. Just going to back on up just a little bit. Oh, he is not aiming in on me, which is good. So that gives me another opportunity too. Oh, unfortunately, he does end up moving on back. But we got that type that's moving on, or the T57 heavy moseying on over. Let's see if I can get a shell into him. Alright, there he is. There's a nice shot for 411, and he is finished off in the process, which is good. So we're going to continue moving on forward to the last two enemies right over here. That M4 is going to be finished off here momentarily. We also got the 95E6 moseying on up too. Not able to get a shell into him, but can we get the clearing shot into this guy? Low rolls just a little bit, but I can't complain. That was still a very solid roll. So we're just going to give this guy a little face hug right here. And he looks like he is going to be finished off. And there we go. A very solid victory. Didn't really turn out to the outcome to what I expected for the armor of this vehicle. But hey, I can't complain. I still did above 2 grand. And this is rating battles, by the way. So 26-26. Able to pull out a 3rd class in this one. Put up some pretty solid stats. And my team did absolutely wonderful this battle. Alright, so we are going to continue moseying on forward and seeing how we can fare well within the next couple games in the Type 71. So, alright, that actually took a couple seconds, surprisingly enough. Oh, they got 2 Kraken players on their team. I don't know which one's a real Kraken player. I think Mr. Yeeted Pork is the real Kraken player, and the Carlos dude in the minnow is probably just a fraud. So, anyways, I'd have to check both win percentages in the game. Yeah, exactly. 2 feeder Krakens. One's a fake, though. Alright, so anyways, we're just going to continue moseying on over here. Putting on our engine boost while at it. Hopefully we are not spotted by tanks over towards the hill right there. Just going to continue moseying on forward. We're going to poke our gun up just in case. Alright, that is good. Alright. So we are spotted, as a matter of fact. We're going to continue moving on forward. Hope we got a VZ right over there. He was not aiming it at me, surprisingly enough. Alright, so we're going to continue moving on forward. We got the VZ spotted right off of the back. That was me. I just aimed that shell, not necessarily to where I... blah, blah, blah. You already know the drill. Alright. We're going to aim it on the VZ's hatch right there. He does hatch me too, but I can't complain. We still get a nice solid chunk of damage into him. He did feed us back with a little bit of a trade right there, but I can't complain. Wow, that is crazy. Missed the hatch just by a short pixel. Okay, we're going to go right on over through. Aim it on his hatch once again. Again, man. Wow, that is crazy. All right. We're going to continue moving on upwards right here. This guy's team is not really helping him out at all. There we go. And we were able to light him on fire for 565. So now we are going to reload once again. We're probably going to get a finishing shot into this enemy VZ right here. Unfortunately, I do end up low rolling, but that's totally fine. Hopefully, the minnow does end up clearing the VZ, which he does. Alright, so we're going to continue moving on forward towards the enemy type right there. Don't know what I took that shot for right in his turret. So, beautiful example, though, of me as a bad example of using a tank like this. Because I can't really aim my shells in directly. Alright, I'm just going to wait for my 60 to fire. Okay, never mind. Can I mosey on up towards him? Alright, we're going to get a nice tap into the type right there. Wow, we actually used standard on that one? That's crazy. Oh, 60 bounced that. That's unfortunate. Alright. He is angling upwards a little bit. So now there's a 408 shot into you. Alright, we're just going to continue moseying on up towards you, good sir. I don't know why you're tunneling me at the moment. So we're going to go ahead, get another shell for 432 into you. Alright, so can't really complain that he is taking a bit of my hit points away. But that is totally fine, as I am going to finish him off. And now the remaining enemies are over towards the right side. Alright, so it's a 4v4 situation. Let's see how we can fare well. Alright, Proghetto is actually off in the back right there. So let's see if I can get a solid chunk of hit points dealt into him if he ends up poking. I don't really know if that hit or not, but unfortunately it did not. Okay, so that's unfortunate. Alright, we're just going to continue moseying on forward towards the Proghetto right here. I don't want him to finish off my minnow, as a matter of fact. Oh, there he is. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. 386 shot into him. Alright, that is good. Looks like that he is going to get finished off, though. So let's see if I can get an HE into the side of his turret. Fortunately, it does not go in the right spot, which is totally fine. We got the Conf Panzer off in the back, too. Alright, and we got two vehicles off towards the backside. I do want to be careful for this Conf Panzer. There's a 430 shot into you. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put on our adrenaline. Alright, good. He gets finished off. Let's see how we can fare well against these last two enemies. It's just a 57 heavy and a minnow. I don't really know where that 57 is. I am in the range of being killed by him. Oh, there he is. Okay, and the minnow is pushing on upwards, which is kind of strange. Alright, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and take out this minnow right over here. Unless if the 60 does, for that matter. Alright, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Come on! Let's go! Hello, minnow. How are you, good sir? And you are finished off. Alright. That was a pretty lucky shot, if I'm not going to be mistaken. Alright, here comes the 57 heavy. I'm just going to go ahead and hide my hole right here so he has trouble trying to hit me in the process. Alright, Mr. 57, what you gonna do, man? What you gonna do, huh? There's a 340 shot into you, so we're gonna reload once again. He is pushing up on us. Wow, we actually penned that? That's crazy. Oh, thank you so much, 60, for coming in at the last second. Mr. Ducks are great. Which it's true, ducks really are great, as a matter of fact. Alright, 2 solid victories in a row. Ooh, 42-39 in this game. And we were able to pull out a first class. And, of course, 2 top on the team while at it. Another very solid team. Every one of our guys pretty much had an average of above 2,000 damage. Pretty solid game. Alright, just for good measure, we are going to be doing one more battle. So, the armor profile didn't really... or the armor of this vehicle didn't really turn out to the way I expected a second time in a row. So, I'm hoping in this one that we are able to get pretty solid stats put up on this vehicle. Whether it's bounces or if it's a high damage game, I can't complain. Let's see how we fare well anyways. Alright, looks like they have another Origin player on their team. Oh, never mind, it's a fake. It's the same 2 signs on the front, but it says an M instead of an X. So anyways, we're going to go ahead and move towards the right side over here and use my gun depression. So let's see how we fare well. We are going. We are going. We got some help along with us, which is good. We're going to continue moseying on towards this side right here. Alright. Grill already spotted towards the side right there. Oh, we got a 57 heavy moseying on outwards. Looks like he is going to poke this little corridor right here. Let's see what else they got. Alright, so they got a couple tanks over towards the left side. Oh, and they got the VK-90 coming too, so I'm just going to plant myself right here, hoping that 57 Heavy does end up poking on out. So I'm just going to... Oh, he is sitting off in the back, which is unfortunate, so let's see what ends up coming this... Oh, they are coming. Okay, that's good, that's good. Alright. There's a solid chunk into the 57 Heavy right there. We're going to reload once again. The VK is looking at us at the moment. So I'm just going to wiggle on back and forth, making it hard for these enemies to try and hit me in the matter of fact. And there we go. There's a very good bounce from the 57 Heavy. And that's all you got to do pretty much, is if you already know that your hatch is vulnerable, you just got to wiggle it pretty much. Just back and forth and then just turn your turret side to side. And that's pretty much how you get a lot of troll bounces for that matter of fact. Alright. Oh, we got some enemies flanking directly behind us, but that's totally fine. Let's see. Are these guys going to continue pushing on upwards towards this way? I really hope that's the case. Good job holding right behind us, so I'll add it, team. All right, there's the 57 Heavy once again. That is a very unfortunate bounce right into the pen spot on the hole. So anyways, we're just going to continue staying put right here. We're going to go move up forward on this VK right over here. Let's see. Oh. He is going to poke on out here. We got the 57 Heavy right over here, too. Let's see. Are we able to get a shell into him? Yes! 351 right into the side of his hole and the perfect spot while at it. So we're just going to go ahead, reload. VK is just going to be sitting himself out in the open right here. Oh, what is my elevation doing? Surprisingly enough, he did end up getting another bounce on me. So we're going to go ahead and get this guy in a face hug with us right here. And he did trade with me on the ram, which is unfortunate. Another bounce from the VK right there. 320 shell into him. Alright, and the 57 Heavy is poking out. So we're going to go ahead and angle our turret to the slightest bit right here. And see if we can get another bounce. Yes! This guy is so bad, unfortunately. I feel so bad for this poor little player right here. So now he is dead. Oh, what is our team doing now? Oh, and we got a 268 pushing out towards the back. Oh, and I have a dead ammo rack. Yikes, that is not good. Alright. So, let's see how we can fare well to the best of our ability here. We're just going to remain put directly right behind the dead soldier right there. Another bounce from the T-57 Heavy right there. I really do not want this guy to frickin'... Oh my gosh, another bounce. That is crazy. Alright, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to push up on this guy. I don't really care. As long as I finish you off. Oh, never mind. Oh, man. Oh, that was a W moment right there. As soon as there was a dead tank right in front of me that I was about to kill, my freaking gun points at the freaking 268, and then it whiffs from point blank. Like, that is absolutely... Bro, no way! Dude, 4,000 damage blocked? What? Okay, I'm a little overexcited right now, but... Yo! Did I just surpass my record of damage blocked? Like, that is crazy! 4,000 damage blocked, bro. Yo, that is crazy. What in the world, man? Like, how is that even possible? My most blocked damage was about 3,000, and that was in the IS-4. Not in this vehicle. Well, apparently I could say that what I mentioned before about getting a game to where I get like several bounces and probably do reasonable chunks of damage to my enemies, it sort of was the case in this one, except it was a defeat. But that's just crazy, man. How are you able to block that much damage? You can't even do that in a mouse, even though it's the biggest and the most heaviest tank in the game. How is that even possible with a tank like this? I am lost for words right now, but anyways, hopefully you guys did end up enjoying today's video on the other hand, and if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my channel, and make sure to turn on those bell notifications while at it so you don't miss out on any new videos, and I hope to see you guys in the next one. Peace out, y'all.